It looks really bright in here now. Did I turn this up higher than usual? Whatever. Alright, so I think I now have a way to add new scenes. Actually, now that I think of it, this shouldn't work if I'm logged out, but I think it does. Oh, logging out doesn't even work. Even better. I rearranged this stuff so that it doesn't pull in the Firebase data when it loads it. And I guess I didn't test that, so whatever. Anyway. Here, sign out of undefined. I imported it right here from FB sign out. That's weird. Maybe it needs to be reloaded or something. No, same thing. Okay, sign out of undefined. It's happening right here. What is undefined here? Is FB sign out undefined? Let me check that. No? Oh, I guess it pulls... It takes an auth object. Wasn't trying to do that. Weird, but I can do that. I'll just put that there. See if that's any better. I think that should work for it. And then following that, I'll get rid of the log. I think that works. Get rid of that log. And then... Well, I guess the logging in doesn't work either. Well, here we go. Sign in with pop-up. I bet this only need this provider. Had an undefined for the error code, then cannot read property construct. It probably requires this auth object. For sign in with pop-up. It takes an auth and then a provider and then a resolver, which is a function. It seems a little bit weird. If sign in was unsuccessful, returns an error object. Result equals a weight of this. Okay, so you can unpass only the two. The auth and the provider. Then you'll get this result. It's using an await here, so you could use it this. So I want to do this, and then chain the then, and so on. Okay, and this looks to be doing the same thing. A message port was closed before a response was received. I don't know what that means. But I've seen it before and it didn't make any difference. So I've been more or less just ignoring that. I guess it was some sort of extension, which I am using ad blocker. Let me try disabling that. Which I don't even know how to do. It still says it. Probably because I refreshed here. I'll try logging out, logging back in. I think I saw it appear again. Yeah, same thing. The message port closed before response was received. I guess it's not a huge deal. And it looks like everyone's getting this error. Return true? I have a then and then a catch. Before a response was just maybe. I'll try just returning something, see if that makes any difference. I probably don't have to wait for this to load, but I can log out, log in again. Nope, still there. Okay, don't know why that happens. I'm gonna move on. And here, I'm going to test this functionality for creating a new project and create this one called Law of Cosines. I think there's a decent chance this will screw something up, which it did. Oh, ref.set. All of the database accesses are different now. dbref of database and this. Ref.set. Now it's it should be set ref comma this. I think that's how it's done now. Guess get is never used here, which is kind of weird. Maybe not that weird. Okay. Okay, so I'll create this one. Code ref is not defined. App 225. Code ref here. I just need let here. I'll do this and get of the code ref. And then code will be the snapshot. I guess it's just gonna assume this exists, which is pretty much fine. Yeah, if that doesn't work, then whatever. But I think the write worked, it was just the read that failed. Or maybe not, because I don't see it there. Let me check the undefined, and that has law of cosines. So that looks wrong. Okay, so I have to see why that happened. The ref is code UID, then the new project name, which looks right. Then I'm going to set with the ref and then this code, which is also right. Okay, so that looks right. Then when I do the get, it's gonna get, it'll try code slash public. Oh, is it this? It's gonna try to read from the prof.stack get code ref, which is sort of a bad name, but it should be from code slash UID slash whatever, and check if that exists. Otherwise, it'll try reading it from the public. So this should work. Okay, so I'm gonna try that again. And I'll keep an eye on the database when I do it. Yeah, it's writing to undefined. Why? That's so weird. So one of these things must be undefined. I guess the ref. I guess I'll just have to print this. And if I do that, okay, just print the place where it's writing. And the database, yeah, that was already created. Maybe it needs both a key and a value? No, that wouldn't make sense. Okay. Yeah, and that is the wrong page. Also, what's that? This 403 on something. Okay. Code undefined law of cosines. So the UID, this. So it looks like it wasn't processing my user data. User data.value equals null. What does user data.value start as? Starts as null. But I guess it was undefined. Which it also shouldn't be. So I'm logged out right now. Okay, so this isn't even supposed to work. Also, why wasn't it? It should have been public. So why didn't that work? Whatever. Wait, it says I am logged in. But there's no picture there, which is weird. I guess this returned to 403. But I guess I am logged in. But the user data is still undefined. That's super annoying. Here I'll put logged in, here I'll put logged out. Just to see what change it's making. thought this was happening automatically, but I guess not. Okay, so it says I'm logged in. Okay, so if I'm logged in right now, user data.value equals this user object. So when I save this, it should take the UID. Okay. But it's not. Guess I'll just try more logging. I'll try that here. And then here. Why is this a proxy? I printed user data dot value. And it's still a proxy? Like, that's kind of weird. Wait, am I using user data? It's a ref, so I should have to use value. Okay, I'm just gonna try to print the user. The user is a user impl, and this has my stuff, my UID and whatever. So why is that different from user data.value? That's super weird. Ref, and then use that thing, that value. I think ref is only for, I guess, primitives or whatever. If the type of the generic is unknown. Well, I'm not trying to do typing. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Guess I can't just do that. Okay, I guess that's not the worst thing in the world. But it is kind of annoying. That just can't be ref of null, really. Let me see if there's anything on view 3. If I use an object with a ref? Reactive only takes objects. Ref has a .value property for reassigning. Is it only for reassigning? It's an object you need to later reassign. Reassigning with .value. And that's what I did. User data.value is what I overwrite. But even if I log it directly afterwards, it's empty. Okay, guess you can't do that. An argument for only ever using ref? Interesting. Ref with a string. If you want to make a primitive data type a reactive property, it's only these. And so if you want to create an object, in that case you could use ref. Underneath the hood is just calling reactive, so I'll stick to using reactive. I want to use it on a class, essentially. Yeah, so this is has a class for, I guess, a doubler. And has to use refs internally. Don't think you can achieve it with classes, okay. It looks like to do it with a class, you have to use it with a class internally. Okay. So that means this user data, I'll have to do something different. So I'll make this start as an empty object, then when I update this, I'll just update that object. I don't even know what to update it with. I guess UID, and then the image? UID equals a user's UID, otherwise... And I have to know a way to clear it. Reactive values. That's a very strange way to do it. Object.assign. Initial state. That's kind of a weird way to do it. I'll just put UI. Well, I don't even know how. Okay. I have to do basically like this: UID null, and then I use the image somewhere. Photo URL. So I'll set that to null too. I think that's the only things I actually use. Then here, photo URL in this dot photo URL. And I think the user object provides that, but it actually doesn't. What in the world? Well, this is an interface. This isn't an object. When I do auth.current user, this, it returns an interface. Well, that's kind of annoying. Because that means I can't tell where to read the photo URL. I guess I can just print it. Otherwise, I'll just set these to null, which is how they started out. So null, it'll be public, it'll be that UID. Then I have to update that. And this. Okay, I think that should work for that. I have to check that UID equals null. Okay. A user impl. And there's no information about a user impl anywhere. Yeah, okay, whatever. But yeah, this says photo URL and then UID. Great. So I think that means that now, if I try to make a new project here. Okay, and that did work this time. Great. And honestly, if you don't have a UID, this should just not do anything. But honestly, that button should just not work. So it should be if userdata.uid is null. I should just like console that error. Attempt to create new project while not logged in. Something like this. And then return. And then otherwise, it'll just be this. Just use the user data UID. And now that could work this way. Where's this happening? Selection? Luckily, this doesn't need that much of a change. Where's that button, though? Here, this one. Disabled. Man. User data UID equals null. Okay, so when I log out, hopefully that button will just be grayed out. Okay, so here it works. I log out. That's faded. Great. And then it comes back. Okay, so now I can try creating this project. And yet again, signs. And I get some other error. But UID is not defined. I can't believe I messed that up. Whatever. Do that. Get user ref. A lot of the database accesses need to be redone. That's the truth of it. Ever since I switched to the packaged version of all the Firebase API, There's been a lot of incorrect things like that. Okay. Okay. I did it. And it appears in the database here, so that's great. And it has the default code. Perfect. So now I'm mostly going to want to copy a lot of the code from the law of sines. So I guess I'll just do that. Oh, but I don't. I have to go to the regular site. Then go here. And then this triangle class and the triangle with altitudes class, I'll need both of those. Also even the angle class. Yeah. Eventually I'm gonna need a way so that you can just share files between projects, because these should just be imported somewhere. But for now, I'll do it this way. Oh, I didn't import NumPy before. Interesting. Manim.opengl, manim.utils.opengl. I need both of those. Great, so I'll keep it like this. And that should still run the same way. And I'll just intro it in pretty much the same way. Like when I run this intro scene. Does this automatically fade in? I think it doesn't. Okay, so that looks great. And it shows me this triangle. So, yeah, I'm gonna copy just a lot of this. Just a bunch of it. Maybe not the on key down stuff. This is gonna have a fair number of bugs. Since there's gonna be some variables that aren't even defined. Camera A, B, C. I can keep all of that. I want this to be cosines. The triangle's fine. I don't know if I need the example rectangle. Call this cosines banner. This cosines. Actually, everywhere. Law of sines banner I'm gonna have to replace. Like so. I might want to replace this request play with just play. At least for when you're doing it with WebGL. Get equation, this is fine. I'm gonna have to change this equation. Don't need that. And I don't need the on key down. I don't think. Okay, so hopefully... Alright, and that updated the law of cosines like it was supposed to. So if I'm lucky, I can run this now. Now it says law of cosines, and it fades in with the law of cosines. I mean law of sines. Because I haven't written that code yet. Great, so now I have to change this. And how do I want to separate this out? For now, I'll just have c squared equals a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine c. b backslash cosine, like this. I'm not sure if all this indexing, yeah, this indexing doesn't even work anymore. Maybe I want the minus. I probably want this to be separate. That's my intuition. But for now, I'll just comment that. Okay, sure. A squared. I guess these should be lowercase now. I always see this lowercase for some reason. Wait, but it shouldn't be lowercase because you have to differentiate the angle from the side. How is this usually written? Gamma. Oh, is it, or is it Y? No, it's a gamma. Gamma. I don't know if I like that. I guess you have to separate it somehow. Okay, why not? Okay, sure, I'll just do that. You know, if cosine's banned, I think I have to update these colors. A, B, and C. I don't know if I like this green. What if I made this... Maybe I'll make that orange. But before I do that, I have to update the triangle labels. Right now that's hard-coded A, B, C. And then C. And then, you know, this, C, A, B. So I need some sort of option here. Dot... What should the option even be? Why don't I just have side labels? That'll default to none, and then angle labels. That'll default to none. And then I guess I can just pass some objects. Just pass objects directly. Side labels and angle labels. I already have... I already called this, so I can just say... If this is none, then I can do this. Shift tab. Okay. And then else, if you pass them in manually, then I can say self.angle labels just equals the angle labels. And same with the side labels. Like so. Now this I expect to work in the exact same way. Law of cosines, and then just appears like this. Then this triangle. Great. Do I need a triangle with altitudes here? I think I don't. Right? Yeah, I think I don't right now. Oh no, maybe that would be helpful. No, I won't do it yet. Or should I? Yeah, I won't do it yet. Final answer. So then I need to color these. Which is bound to be really annoying, but I want to use colors at C. Let me just... I'll index just at 0 and set that color to C. And I'll just add the equation right away. Okay, so that way I can see the color. I can't see when this gets refreshed though. And there's no visual indicator. Speaking of no visual indicator, I should save this soon. Okay. Wait, that's weird. Is this not being split up here? What if I put -1 here? Yeah, then it goes to the C squared. Thanks, SVGs. Anyway. I'll save that. Yeah, I guess there's no reason to color the square. But from here, I'm gonna try to color the A. -1, -2, -3, -4. Actually, it'd probably be this one. I have to move to like -2. And then -3. Okay, and then this at -1. Okay, great. So that's the A color. And I have this. And this is probably going to be -5. Great, so now I have... Those are their proper colors. Then 2AB cosine C. Gamma. So I'm going to take this, I'll make that another -7. And I'm going to need the... I guess it has to be -8. Great. Oh wait, that's the wrong color. Oh, that's the right color. Great. Control C. Have this here. And the B color, that should be -9. Where did I scroll to? Okay. This would be negative, I don't know, 13 or something. Hey, I got it right. Anyway, that's the C color. And now I have this colored appropriately. How did this look for the law of sines? Yeah, I only colored the A. Okay. I'll save that. Oh yeah, and this shouldn't be added immediately. Okay. Okay, so this is doing what it's supposed to do. So now when I initialize this triangle, I have to give it the right side labels and the angle labels. So there's going to be a list. Side labels. It's going to look a lot like this. And here they're going to have those lowercase. Oh, and I have to pass that. Okay, so that's working perfectly. I need the angle labels, which will look mostly the same. This will be alpha, beta, gamma. I guess there's some parsing error. Maybe this does need double. Okay, I guess that's better. Okay, so now I get this equation. And then I get alpha, beta, and gamma. Okay, that's perfect. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put this inline because I can. I don't think that makes it any less clear. Okay, that's perfect. So now that I have that, what I'm going to want to do is probably shrink this to the side and then show the Pythagorean theorem next to it. So this should move like over here or whatever, and probably shrink some. Then I want a right-angled triangle to appear over here. Yeah. And the question is how to move this to where I want it. Shifting it would be easy enough, which I think that's all I want to do. Just whatever its coordinates are, divide it by 2, divide them by 2, and then shift them some, like from the origin to halfway to the left. Third click, Just makes this appear. Okay, so I'm gonna add a fourth click. Now eventually I don't think I want this click actions thing here. I think I'll just want an on-click callback. And then I'll just put whatever I want there. I think that's what I'll end up doing. But here, let me just do a shift. It's gonna be the log cosines, not banner. It's gonna be the triangle. It's gonna be to the left times like half. How do you read the config? Is it self.config? Or is it just config? Frame X radius. Right, so half of the X radius in the left direction. And that didn't do anything. Why? Oh, I have to add this to this list. Okay, so there is no frame X radius. Okay. I don't know what's in this Manim config thing. Do I even have it here? I do. Oh, it's lowercase, I guess. Can I do dot? Okay, cool. So I'll do that. I'd like to shrink this. Oh, why did it stop? Scroll to of null. There might be a bug in the terminal. Okay, but I saved that. So I'll come back here. Oh, I'll keep this open to make sure, see if there's any errors. Oh, is the click location might not be moving with the triangle location. Yeah, so it thinks the center is over here. It's not accounting for the model matrix. Okay, so I need to fix that. Mouse move, update, mouse update, mouse down, up, and move. Wasn't trying to do that. Mouse down, update. Corner dot model matrix. And it shouldn't be the model matrix. It should be the corners hierarchical model matrix. mouse point, that's its location. Okay, this is just checking what's dragged. Then when I move it, get the mouse point. Dot drag to dot model matrix. I want to make it not the mouse point, but like the mouse point minus the current location, something like this. Okay, is hierarchical model matrix already a function though? I think it is. It'll just traverse the tree each time. Which I think it needs to do anyway. Unless I do some sort of caching where I'll like cache when a parent updates its model matrix so the children knows to update its hierarchical model matrix. I'll try just doing this. Oh, and that's a function. Okay, shift that here. I can't tell if it worked or not. I have to print something. No, it's not taking it. Corner dot hierarchical model matrix. That's correct. But still thinks it's somewhere around here. Wait, does this have a parent? Oh, it's parent. When I added the corner, I didn't do update parent. Should I do that? I guess I have to do it for at least the corners. And probably everything else. Why wouldn't I want to update the parent for the model matrix? Okay, let's see if that... It's at multiple parents. Why would this already have a parent? It's a dot. Self dot corners to the pinned corner. Wait, where did this happen? And set up and init. OpenGL object 411. So it is here. Self.add self.corners. How would this have multiple parents though? These are all just dots. If update parent assert len of mobjects equals 1. Oh. Maybe it should be possible. Oh, hold on. Can't set multiple parents, can't remove multiple parents. If I have a list of objects, I want to add all of them. And I want all of them to have their parent updated. What's wrong with that? For object and mobjects. Is it something with the type? With like checking for cycles? Can't remove multiple parents either if you want to update it. Why? I don't know why what I was thinking when I did that. I can't just go to this list of objects. Wait, what does update parent even do? It doesn't even look like it does anything here. For Mobject and Mobjects. If the Mobject's not in self.mobjects, it'll add it to self.mobjects. Now this has multiple parents. Oh, this is because it's setting Mobject at 0.parent equals self. Parent, singular. I don't think this is necessary. Yeah, I don't know how I did that. I can just say for Mobject and Mobjects, do this. Mobject. Object dot parent equals self. And here equals none. Yeah, I don't think it's any more complicated than that. Then just do the regular stuff. So I'm going to save that. I have to reset this to reload it. Don't know what that is. Hopefully that's just temporary. Great, so if I go here, look at the triangle. Okay, well, it didn't crash. And it does... It can tell when I clicked on the point. It's not doing the dragging, right? But that is working. Okay, and I'll update parent on all of these. It's not really any reason not to do this. You wouldn't even have to do this. Maybe this should be the default. Well, there's only a few really silly circumstances where you'd have multiple parents. Actually, would you ever have multiple parents? Would you? Probably not. I know there are ways to quickly rearrange some objects by giving them a temporary parent. But maybe in those cases I can do update parent equals false. And have the default be to update the singular parent. I think I'll do that. I have to do it eventually. Might as well bite that bullet. I'll say if update parent does, if update parent then do this. Yeah, so that'll be the default now. And I hope that won't break everything. It probably won't. It'd be kind of weird if it did. So I'll save this. Reload this. Okay, so this is still did the same thing. Okay, so same thing. But here when I add, I shouldn't have to do this. Okay, so I'll try to render this. Okay. Mouse down. If self.drag equals to corner return. Okay, so this is right now. Mouse up, that's right. This is gonna need some changing. So the mouse point is correct. Self.dragged, this is a corner. I have to update its model matrix. Now previously I was just adding it to the mouse point. But now it has to be the difference between the hierarchical model matrix location and the mouse point. So I'll need like, this will be dragged location or something like this. Maybe it should be corner location. Self.drag.hierarchical model matrix this location. Then I'll update this one's model matrix to be the difference. Right? Well, no. I'll want the dragged model matrix to be the translation matrix that encodes the difference between the parent location and the mouse's location. So I'll need like the parent location. That's gonna be the self.model matrix. Okay, and dragged, this one's model matrix has to be the difference, mouse point minus the parent location. Because its location is going to be the parent's location plus its own location. Yeah, and those will be in reverse order, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so move that to the side. Okay, so now this is working. So yeah, I guess what I was saying before is still correct. Also, A is off the screen. That's annoying. But okay. So that's fine for that. I'm also gonna want the equation to move to the side. Oh, but the parent is gonna be scaled eventually too, won't it? Oh no, it won't. I don't want to scale it because I don't want to scale the letters to be smaller. The labels, I don't want to do that. But if I were, then I would have to account for that when I'm just doing this movement. But okay. Now my question is, do I have an animation that I can use in addition to the shift to move the points of the triangle? Can I do that? I guess I'll have to. Like just move the corners or update the model matrices of the corners. So it won't be a shift. I guess I'll have to use like a raw web animation. And just overwrite it with what I want. And it's not coming up. But if I could inherit from web animation or something like that. I think even shift isn't exactly doing what it should be doing. It like overwrites the entire model matrix. So it's not shift, it's move to. That's what it is. But anyway, I could inherit from this and then mostly just update change the update function, I guess. So I have a class triangle animation, something like this. Which inherits from web animation. Okay. And I think the superclass doesn't do anything. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. So I'll just try triangle animation. And I'll pass that triangle. Now this shouldn't do anything at all. What does update function even have? It's T. Oh, it has to calculate that offset on its own? That's kind of bad. T minus start time divided by duration. Because it's always going to want to do this. pretty much always. So maybe I should just compute that beforehand. But alas, it just has t right now. And so I'm gonna try running this. Okay, and that works. But let me get this offset that I don't know how to yank. Okay, so that's that offset. And then what would I even want to do? Could I do like... It has a self.mobject. Self.mobject.corners at 0? Model matrix. And I can't even overwrite that model matrix, can I? I think I can for now. I could do OpenGL.translation. And then just like x equals 1, something like this. And it did move that corner over. Oh, because it shouldn't be just 1. Although this looks like -1 for some reason. It should be offset. Okay, so just straight overriding the model matrix didn't work. I know why this wouldn't work. Because I can't just overwrite it like that. I have to shift it by a small amount. So I have to update shift to actually be shift. I guess I can start with doing it here though. Like I can do begin. And this begin function, which I guess I have to call super.begin. But here I'm going to want to keep track of how far I've shifted this. So I'll have that at 0 right now, at the beginning. Then when I get this offset, what should I do? Well, I shouldn't make this the offset. I need to move this by just enough to shift it a little bit more. Corners is blah 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 blah. So it's gonna equal itself. And then left multiplied by something. So I'll need this add. So I'm gonna take that model matrix, then shift it a little bit. Then the amount, it won't be just offset. It's gonna be offset minus the amount I've already shifted it. And then so that shift value is going to equal that offset. Okay. Something went wrong. I think. Has no attribute shift value. Should have been assigned right here. Line 270 here. It says it has no self.shift value. Oh, I think begin calls update. Yeah, begin calls update. And then that, okay, so this has to be, has to happen here. No, and I should save that. Okay, so that time it worked. That time it shifted this over ever so slightly. Now the question is, where do I even want these points to be? I guess I want to take their starting locations. So these locations, and if I just divided those by 2, then I think that would do it. So if I comment this, like I don't want to shift it anymore. It's not updating the corners. I have to update pretty much everything. Update all of these. I wonder if that should just be one function. Maybe, I don't know. So, offset, shift that. I should do the update, I guess. I'll do it here. And, oh, not self. Self.object. I wonder why that didn't log anything. Okay, so that's like perfect. Why didn't that log anything though? Has no attribute update triangle sides. Why wasn't that logged? Might have broke the logging somewhere along the way. I guess I want to... I'll need the difference vector from the starting point to the current point. And then that's what I'll have to have for this offset. Right? Because currently offset is a number. I need it to be a vector, essentially. So shift values here. I wonder if corner locations is enough to derive this. I don't think it is, though. If I only have the current location of the corner and the ending location and the time, I won't know where it's supposed to be without the starting location. I'll call this shifted values. That's all zeros. And I'll have corner locations. So then I'll have a target location. Well, let me see if this works. Still. It still does. Now I'm gonna need a target location, so that offset works. Target location is gonna be the current location. Okay, the starting location or whatever. And when I begin, I got to take that starting location. It's gonna be corner.model matrix. I have to index it this way. For corner in self.object.corners. Okay, and I'm just gonna print those. Make sure they make sense. Okay, it looks like they do. Something I wonder to myself is, is this too much work for an animation? I think if this offset was already computed, this wouldn't be so bad. I think it isn't right now. I think it isn't. Okay, so I have this offset. Then I have a target location. Wait, I need the starting locations, then the corner locations. Okay. This can just be a list. I guess I could do this with NumPy. Somehow. I won't try to do it right now, though. It's gonna be... start plus end minus start. times offset. And then start end is going to be a zip of the starting locations and the corner locations. Which is kind of a long list comprehension. For start, end, and this. Okay, then to move it to the target location, I have to make its translation matrix be what? Now I think I can just update the translation matrix, no? If I want to interpolate the model matrix to the target location. Well, I guess if I want to make it a shifting motion, then it could be problematic. But I don't think that would make sense. I think I just want to do this. Just overwrite the translation matrix. And this can work as a move too. In which case I won't need shifted values at all. Okay, let's make corner locations actually be something. I'll do x plus left for x, which is a location. Or mob.model matrix. And I'll index for its location. Plus, so that plus left from mob in that triangle dot corners. Okay, so for that one, it's moving it to the left. So offset is this, target locations is this. So maybe this just needs a for loop. I can say corner dot model matrix. This should be I. Shifted values. I don't think I need shifted values because it's not shifting anymore, really. Okay, now move this. This moves all of them to the left, which is correct. So I'm just gonna get rid of shifted values. Corner locations, starting locations. Don't need that printed anymore. So I get this offset. This is mostly fine. Do I want to... Probably don't want to make that a numpy array or anything. That's gotta be fine. Yeah, that's kind of long. And then I update everything. Okay, I think this looks good. I'm just kind of trying to fine-tune things now. So now the question is... how to make this actually shrink to half the size. I think all I want to do is when I get the triangle locations, the corner locations, and then I want a corner locations that append. I'm gonna want to like get its location and then just divide the x coordinate by half. The current location will be current.model matrix. I can index it like this. And I'll append. Guess I won't call it current, I'll have to call it like target. Target location at 0. It's the x coordinate, divide that by 2. Then I'll pass this in. And I messed something up. Triangle's not defined. It happened immediately. Why? No interpolation whatsoever. I guess it did shrink it. Corner locations, that's set on the initialization. Starting locations. Okay. Then this, the offset. This should be called in a loop. Corner dot model matrix is going to set it to these target locations, which are interpolated from the starting locations and the corner locations. Looks right. Target location goes this. I think when I do this, I think I need to copy this. There we go. Kind of a sizable triangle animation, but fine. Starting locations, corner locations, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now I'm gonna uncomment this shift, which is actually a move too. Okay, that's perfect. I did it. It took kind of longer than it needed to. What I should do is man, that's neat. Maybe I should go ahead and rename the shift animation to move to. Because it's overwriting the translation, the model matrix. It just overwrites it. And then basically all the code was shifted and it will break, but it'll be more accurate. So then don't add the triangle here. Okay, great. And then when I click, that shrinks to the side, and after that finishes, I'll have a right triangle appear here. With the regular Pythagorean theorem. Yeah. I don't need this example code anymore. Of course. Angle triangle without its triangle. Maybe I should move this back into one line. I guess it doesn't really matter. I think I have to go ahead and rename the shift animation to move to, which will be kind of a pain. Let me make sure I save this first. And I did. Now. And change this to move to. It's taking this starting point. It's taking the offset. Wait, starting point plus offset. Oh, it takes the direction. No, it takes the offset times that direction. This is a vector. And then it just moves it there. So yeah, this is move to. Save that, come back here and restart this. So now I open this up. Maybe this just works. Great, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Now I know for a fact that this other code is probably broken now. Well, not this. This I think will still work. Law of sines code, this should break. Okay, now you replace all of those. I'll try this, I guess. I don't even think this uses move to. That is significantly slower for some reason, though. I'll just see what that's all about. Why? I must have left a render loop running or something like that. And this is slower too. Yeah, this makes me think there's a render loop still running. Although I can't even open the debug tools. Okay, I took out all the shifts and it still works now. It must be when I go back. I bet when I go back and then open this up again, maybe it's not closing the previous one. So like if I reload this, so this is way, way faster. But I bet if I keep going back and opening this again, I think that it got a little slower. That's definitely slower than it was before. Yeah, this has to be keeping the old render loops running. Because now this is much slower. Okay. And how would I fix that? An app? Before unmount, I do an emit pause. Doesn't necessarily mean that works though. All imports are unused. Guess we don't need that then. Emit canvas finished. Play render loop. When I emit pause, this should go to landing. When this receives pause, it should say play render loop true, or play render loop equals false. And then here, play render loop should be switched to false, so this should happen. So, I'll do this. And I'll look to see if that gets called. And I messed up. What even is this? I'll deal with that later. Yeah, it doesn't quit. So this before unmount, this isn't working. Emit pause. I wonder if it's even removing the event listener. So I hop in here. Well, that time is working, but I didn't render that time. So I'm rendering. Okay, it still does it. But I guess it doesn't wait for that emit to like go through or whatever. Maybe I have to handle that in the router again. Which isn't not the best thing ever. But actually, Emit canvas finished. Maybe I just have to wait longer. I can emit pause. They'll do play render loop goes false. They'll do canvas finished. I'll do run canvas callback. What is the music? The music is from Lo-Fi Girl, which is a YouTube channel. This one. It's pretty popular for like background music, that sort of thing. And random voices. Okay, so this emit pause, this is good enough. And I've actually had problems with this before. Yeah, the whole lo-fi thing like really popped off in the last year or so. And a lot of people do that sort of thing now. What am I up to? I am working on a website for animating math. You can actually go to it right now if you... Well, I don't test it super extensively. But if you go to, like this, eulertor/present/sine cos. Oh, and you know Manim, even better. So I'm working on a way to make Manim basically usable online. Yeah, it's pretty hard to use. Well, this didn't work. Scratch that, don't run that. Made your final project in Manim, that's pretty impressive. Have to code in JS node. Actually you won't have to if I do this right. I know why this is failing, I think. No, but it's still in Python. So what I've been working on, like here, this is still in Python. And you run it from the web browser. And it's usually not this slow. It's fucking, I'm debugging a performance thing. But I will have to push a new version pretty soon. Because I think I broke the current one. Manim GUI. It's like the question of having a Manim GUI is a little bit ambiguous. Ah, yeah, damn. Oh, yeah, because wait. Yeah, this needs a new version of Python, of the Python build, basically. Whatever. It's a little ambiguous, because they're fairly complex animations, which you just can't do with a GUI, like, at all. And so then the question is like, do you want to just make it so that you can't do it? A Blockly version of Manim? That'd be pretty cool. Blockly is like a visual programming language, right? Blockly. Yeah, well, I saw one person in the Discord talking about this. It might have been you, actually. Learn to code stuff. It's like, if you were to do this with Manim, what would it even look like? I feel like Manim is in some sense has too many moving parts. I guess this goes straight to into code. I can think of it in my head. So if you, okay, for example, the code to run just the sine cosine example. I translate it all to JS/Python. What would the code look like for this? Is it doable? Did this get louder? Oh, the functions will become blocks. And the inputs can take blocks as inputs. Okay. I guess it'd be clear to me if I saw more examples. But I mean, if it's Turing complete, then it's Turing complete. Like, obviously, it'll just work. But I gotta figure out this emit thing. I'm before unmount. Why doesn't this have an on before unmount that just stops itself? I think that's what I really need. So if I import that from view, I don't want to replace that. Look up block, learn to code and play around with it for a minute, you'd see what I mean. Okay. I mean, if it's Turing complete, then yeah, it'll just work. But I guess I wonder about the efficacy of using such a thing. I think I just need to let on mount prepare. Theoretically, you can make anything. Yeah. Like, if it's Turing complete, then, like... I gotcha. So call this, like, pause... Pause... equals... false? And this will need an and. Wait. I don't even think this will work, because I need this play render loop to stop. This is going to be dumb. How libraries have bindings for languages, that's how Blockly works. Bindings for JS components. Okay, gotcha. As blocks instead of normal code. So would you write like a web server in Blockly? Or like bindings for JS components? No. Okay. What do you mean by components? I think I have to handle this in the router. It would be a block bind for loops. Okay. Okay, I see what you mean. Like control flow things. I think here... and things like math functions. Yeah, that makes sense. Gotcha. I say or lab. And so now or 3D plot. That sounds complicated. Oh, you could add things from Manim like 3D plot. Okay. Cool, cool. Okay, I'll see if that works, handling it in the router. Would be a pain as a project, but it's possible. Gotcha. Okay. Cool, cool. So if I ran this, that time it closed it. Like more basic features. Nice. It would be nice if just like more people used Manim. Okay, now I think it's not dropping speed. How is OpenGL Manim? I like it. I think it does like... Oh, it broke your entire thing. If you don't know... Well, it's hard for me to say what the experience would be like if you don't know OpenGL. Because I do know OpenGL. I tried, but it's super hard to use sometimes since the documentation has huge holes in it. I didn't even know it had documentation. I didn't think it was holes. I thought it just didn't have documentation. But you know OpenGL and CUDA. And CUDA. Interesting. I thought about adding something like CUDA to Manim. That would be really cool. But it only works on NVIDIA. So what are you gonna do? Yeah, and then like now that I'm mainly focusing on web stuff, I wouldn't be able to use CUDA at all. WebGL needs some sort of GPU type thing. Make matrix acceleration on CUDA? By matrix acceleration, do you mean like matrix operations? CUDA can work in OpenGL. Interesting. I didn't know that. All the hard matrix stuff. On the GPU. And very buggy, yeah. I wouldn't want to try anything like unsupported. For WebGL, like that's complicated enough. What was I doing? Oh yeah. I was probably gonna move that equation over. What are you making look so cool? Well, currently I'm working on a presentation for law of cosines. Yeah, this is random. Because I just finished it for law of sines. Did you know the law of sines worked like this? Isn't that neat? But actually, you can do interaction with Manim on the OpenGL version 2. Yeah, you can. Since when can you drag things? You can actually do it with the OpenGL renderer, but I'm gonna make it a lot nicer And like, you know, more shareable and stuff. No, you can't do it with the Cairo. That will never work. I'm gonna try pushing this. Because that's been using gotcha. Fully stable and feature complete. No. So there's some things Cairo does that I think that WebGL or OpenGL will probably never do. But part of the reason for that is that Cairo does some things that it doesn't really make sense to do. It just does them anyway. Things like the 3D objects that it... Like, Cairo makes 3D objects by sort of tricking the 2D code into looking 3D. But OpenGL has native 3D, so it's never going to do that. And Cairo has like Z indexing. Manim can no longer do 3D objects. No, it does. Manim will do 3D objects better in OpenGL. And as a consequence, the way that Cairo handles 3D objects, OpenGL will never do that because OpenGL just does 3D objects better. I feel like this probably crashed, but I'm going to try this anyway. Can all the math operations Cairo also work in OpenGL? Yeah. Yeah, they can. So this is probably broken. Wait, failed to render scene. Cannot import name move to. I don't think that makes sense. I'll rebuild this. How stable is OpenGL now? I think it's pretty stable. It's plenty stable, I mean. I don't really see any problems with it. But a lot of the other people are pretty afraid of it. Which one is being maintained? Both of them. Cairo should be feature complete, I think. I don't know if features that are specific to Cairo are still being added anymore. If they are, they shouldn't be. And OpenGL is like the future. Yeah. But that future for that repo is going to be pretty slow to get there. Unfortunately. Is switching to OpenGL? Yeah, eventually. I never know. Okay, I guess that's working. Why is it going to be slow? I think there was some performance issue with OpenGL. It isn't inherent to OpenGL, but like a bug somewhere. So I do think there is that to deal with. Okay, so I guess this is working again now. Fix it, forehead. Good advice. It's probably not that insane to figure it out. But I haven't been really looking into it, and I probably know it the best. When you log out here, I should remove the... I should go back to only the public selection. And just delete the code breaking it. Well... that code could be pretty important. Failed to read scenes from database. Wait, why is this? Well, I broke it. Just ignore it. Good idea. Oh. That UID not equal to null. See if that fixes it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know if this code is right anymore. Get database ref, then... oh, it actually looks right. I think I can test that locally, though. If I go here... I never use the site while I'm logged out, like, pretty much ever. Here it actually works while I'm logged out, I think. You don't like Vue? Are you into React? Okay, maybe I fixed it. Angular, interesting. A lot of people make fun of Angular a lot. Usually people, most people like React. Then following that, there's like Vue and or Svelte. And then like Angular. Trying to bring the DOM into the JS. Okay. And why did you do that? I guess it's to have less separation. Angular's faster. Interesting. And better. I mean, what do you mean by that? It breaks the design philosophy. That's probably true, but that design man. Okay, I have to update the design philosophy for the web was created at a time when the internet was used for something very different than what it's used for now. These damn exploits. Okay, okay. In the law of cosines code. Even ES6 standards says DOM doesn't believe in JS, belong in JS. Okay. I mean, I guess I haven't read it. Angular 1.6 Express and Mongoose? Isn't that old? I guess I actually don't know. What's Mongoose? TBC. It seems related to MongoDB. A Mongo connection. Interesting. What were the Mongo? Okay, yeah, I was thinking Express the server stack. Gotcha. I know that previously there was a so-called lamp stack, and this is how everyone like programmed. Gosh darn it, make that bigger. Everyone can program with like this, with this like Linux, Apache. Was this MongoDB? DB, and then PHP. And then it switched to the so-called meme stack. Maybe this was MongoDB. And then Express, Angular, and some other dumb thing. Node. This must not have been MongoDB. What was this? MySQL. True. So yeah, Mongo must not be bad at all. Express, Angular, Node. I think even this is people are moving away from this. Mean is your stack. Gotcha. I mean, that makes sense. I think, yeah. I mean, what's weird to me, wouldn't you still run this on Linux? Like, why is Linux here? Would you use Mongoose rather than Mongo? Gotcha. Previously, what is LMAO.py? Previously, I would use basically a mean type stack, but I guess I didn't use mean. Let me see. This is Mongo Express, Angular, Node. LAMP only runs on Linux since Apache. Interesting. I've basically never used Mongo. I used Redis. Instead of Angular, I definitely use Vue. Node, I basically still use Node. I feel like you have to use Node, kind of. Git.py. I don't know what Express does. This better not be something. A web server. Oh yeah, I use Nginx. Nginx was my web server. So I had the Vern Nerve stack. Anyway, to make sure your Python code runs whether it has any right to or not. Thanks. Redis is like kind of a silly server to use. I don't do this anymore. Now when I write something, I just put it all on like Firebase, and that's it. It's like Firebase and then Vue, and that's all. Firebase is a like software or platform as a service that Google runs. It basically abstracts away your backend, so you don't worry about any backend stuff. Import fuck it. What does it do? Import Baroque. I do not understand this. Oh, broken code doesn't exist and it runs anyway. Interesting. That divides by 0. Okay. Okay, does this work yet? It's super helpful. I feel like that's gonna... like, that'll lead to, like, really bad coding practice. And there's a JS one, too. Even better. Okay, that works now. This works. That works. I should really change this so that it fixes the aspect ratio when you resize. And this works. Maybe when you're running on 7 espresso shots. True. That is true. You wrote that in 2 days. You wrote fuckit.py or you wrote your Manim project? Oh, your Manim project was 27,000 lines. Dang. That is a long Manim project. Okay, so now, if you go to eulertor.com/present/sign cost, now you could like play with this. Probably overcomplicated it. Yeah, I've had those moments where like I'm trying really hard to do something at night, then the next morning I can just do it. It's just way easier. Don't know what any of that is. Sounds complicated. But hey, I have faith in you. It's pain. Well, now it's over. So, lucky you. And quartic formula. It sounds painful. Honestly, of all the Manim scenes I've written, this is one of the most fun ones, honestly. Getting onto Discord is probably gonna be. I don't know if I can do it while streaming.
That's what I think. I don't know.
I think that's yeah.
Um. Oh, you're not in the Discord yet. Is it linked below the stream? Wait, maybe you have to. Hold on. Scuffed stream issues. There. Okay, I'll just raid someone and then stop, and then we can do it on Discord. What VC do you join? I guess it doesn't matter. General voice. Just do general voice. Then if I joined general voice too, the AV is about to get super complicated. Hold on. But I can try to do this. Hello? Okay, I can't hear you. So let me... Can you say something now?
Hello?
Okay, now I can hear you.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if it will.
So I'm gonna pause that.
Loading. Wait, I added a second ago. Wait. See, I have it right here. This is mobile. Do you see what I mean?
Okay. Cool. Wait, how are you doing that?
I'm just touching. So I can't drag because it only registers a click. Because I believe when I touch on my screen, it's an on touch or on click event, not like an up or down. It's just like I'm just touching.
Okay. Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
So
It kind of makes sense that
like.
dragging wouldn't work
Mhm.
because dragging will be for scrolling by default.
Yes.
How are you streaming this?
Discord. Right here.
Oh, you have Discord on, but yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, yeah, like, wait, for a second I had it. Wait.
Why is it blue?
That's because it thinks I'm selecting the screen. There.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a little not meant for me, but it does. I think that's valid. That looks fine to me.
I can even zoom.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So,
What are the... I was gonna ask, what do the other ones do?
can you send me them? Because I accidentally closed out a Twitch thing, so I will need those. See them. That's not focusing. Could you DM them to me on Discord?
Yeah.
So, the circle one didn't react to my touch at all. And then I didn't test the other one. I'm pretty sure it's two separate events though. Like one of them is the mouse down, and then it moves to where it is until you click mouse up. I don't think phones can register that, because a touch is kind of registered as it seems to be registered as like it's like a one type thing, like it's an on click event, is what I'm guessing it is when I'm tapping. And I don't believe it has up or down support on mobile from how I see it.
I guess we have to be friends first.
Um,
Oh, you are only accepting DMs from friends.
there you go.
Why?
I'm in a lot of Discord servers, so it's a privacy setting that I just have on by default.
Okay, that's fair.
Also, there's a lot of self bots in the servers I'm in, which is a pain. So I just have it disabled, and then I also have it so people can't add me. I have to add them.
Okay,
Yes.
gotcha. I okay. I wish I knew how to add it to the stream, add your stream to my stream, but
You are using OBS?
Streamlabs.
Oh, you could try adding a scene, or however you do it with Streamlabs, and then add Discord to it, and it should work.
Let's see. There's a window capture. Maybe it's
Yes,
that.
window capture Discord. Uh, that should work. Where's Manim?
But it only sees this Chrome window for something. Well, hold on.
It won't show you my stream when I'm in Discord, I don't believe. I'm not sure though. I couldn't tell you. Even is
Okay, I think I did it. I'm not going to try to position it though.
Fair enough.
Perfect. Anyway,
There you go.
you are in a lot of Discords.
A few.
There's an upper limit, but I don't think
I'm
anyone ever hits it.
I have.
Oh,
Many times.
okay.
Yeah. My phone got hot running that, by the way, so that's some very interesting OpenGL code because I've run way more complex stuff, and it does not.
Yeah, I optimized the code a lot. It used to be like really, really slow.
It's like really hot. It's a 6-core CPU. Like it's nothing to scoff at.
Okay. Well, okay. I mean, what do you, I mean, I guess Three.js has full 3D rendering capabilities,
Oh boy.
and it's doing it
What are
live. It's not like an MP4 or something. So,
that is so yeah, it's not bad. I've played like Flash games on my phone.
trash games.
Yeah, I have there's a web browser called Puffin, which kind of snuck onto the App Store with all of Adobe Flash Player built into it.
Dang.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was very slow, but it worked for playing at school. So whatever works. If you give me those links, I'll open them. I would do it deal.
I thought I DM'd it. Or did that not work?
No, you have to. You have to. Now that I've added you, now you
Oh,
have to
wait.
add me and then DM me. Yeah, you have to add me still.
Oh, I still haven't done it?
No, I added you. Now you have to add me, and then you can DM me. Like that. All right. So law of science. All right. I'll open it in the full browser too. So you haven't gotten past this part, the loading thing.
Not on mobile. Never.
It takes a few seconds, as you can see. There we go.
I've
And
waited way longer than that. You have to touch, and the way you progress this one is by touching.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay.
So I guess you can't drag.
Yes, so I cannot drag. If you made it so I could select, say, this joint here, like select it, and then click on a new position, that would allow me to make it work on mobile.
Select it and then click on a new position?
Yes, so instead of dragging the gesture, if this was like a joint, that when I clicked on it, it would select, like just using an on-click event, and then
Oh,
I
I
could
see what you
on-click
mean.
on a new position. That would work on mobile.
I see.
Oh wait, I have these different things. Do you want me to try these? The select scene things?
Oh, great, that works. So you can try. Well, you've already seen sine cosine.
Yes, so triangle
Oh
playground.
no, sure, triangle playground. I mean, you can't drag that one either.
I mean, yeah, see, I'm trying. Let me try something. I know there should. I'm pretty sure there's a way for me to drag. Let me grab my iPad. I can probably actually do it on my iPad. Thinking about it,
Um,
because my pencil can drag my Apple Pencil, so I actually might be able to do it on my iPad. Let me see. Let me try something.
if you think so, I mean, I don't have any mobile device, I guess, strong enough. I've tried it on my phone.
I'm sending it to my iPad right now. There. Okay, let me try. Okay. Manim web. This already. If I get this working, I'll turn on my camera and I can show you like that. Let me see. This might actually work because I know this has a drag gesture built into it.
If it does, that'd be super cool. Like imagine in school if you were learning. What would be really, really cool is if when you're learning trig, you could just play with this. That would make it
It's not
so
working.
easy.
It's not working. It should
Okay.
though,
That's
because I
interesting.
know, I know it can drag. Um,
It's interesting that it would work on your phone, but not your
no, no, no.
iPad.
No. The click gesture works, but the drag gesture doesn't. So
Oh, I
like,
see.
when I try sine cosine, because
Mm-hmm.
I'll turn on my camera real quick so you can see. Let me just make sure it doesn't show me really quick. One sec. Give me a sec. Done. Okay, screen camera. Okay. So this is what it looks like on my iPad. Wait, hold up. See, look, I can do the click thing still.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I do my pencil, it's still click. Even though with my pencil I should be able to
To
drag,
drag.
I should be able to, with my pencil because like
Interesting.
I can do it in my other apps, right? Like, see, it has a drag gesture,
I
so
see. Maybe
theoretically it should work.
maybe the touch APIs on
Um,
if I do on
usually,
this.
is there a way you could have it print what events it's receiving, like to like the screen thing, so you can see
Yeah,
what
that's
event it has
definitely
when I do this?
possible. But
I
like
wonder if
it'd be kind of
that
awkward
would,
to do
yeah,
that, push it, and then have you test on it.
yeah, that would be interesting to see though, to figure out what it's actually doing.
It wouldn't be
It feels like on click to me. I'm 95% sure this is on click though.
yeah, I think so
That's what this is.
too. I don't think there's a specific. Okay, I think this article talks about it. Um, oh, there is a pointer down. Wait. Mouse, pen, and touch. The spec is designed to based on the naming of the most generic mouse events. Mouse down becomes point down. Wait, what is this talking about?
Someone just randomly joined. Nice.
Chrome 55 comes with a pointer events interface that unifies the handling of all input events in a hardware agnostic way. So the
That
fact that this was
maybe.
added means that prior to this, it wasn't unified. There wasn't a single way to handle all of the input events.
Yeah, because I think previously WebKit, like the iPhone WebKit, would automatically do that. I don't think it does that anymore. I think they changed that.
And it does say there's an event called touchdown.
Yeah, which would be a hold, right? Because my hold and then drag. I think that would work.
Yeah, there's an entire touch events API that I haven't used at all. So
Yeah,
the
that would
fact that it
work.
works at all is kind of coincidental.
No, because a normal one would just be on click. This is just an on click event. Because I don't think the Pointer API has an on click event. Or maybe it does, but this is still just an on click event
Okay. I mean, it says
if
that
you think about it.
it lists a touch start, touch move, and touch end,
Yeah.
but I guess the
So if
touch
you think
start.
about that,
Hmm?
touch start is your mouse down, right? Touch end is mouse up, and then the middle part is just your drag gesture. If you think about that, how that would like work in
Oh,
relation to a mouse keyboard.
okay. I mean, because I'm using mouse down
Yes.
instead of touch down, and it's still
If you use
working.
if you used touch down, I believe it would work on both devices. Is how I'm understanding this article.
Well, if from what the article says, it's saying pointer down will be both of them.
Is it pointer now?
I mean, that's what
Here.
it says. Let me just look
Java,
this up too.
just JavaScript, um, uh, mouse. How intensive is this to run, by the way? Like,
is what to run? The
The
website?
Manim phone. Yes. Like on the device though, like my phone or my
Probably fairly intensive.
iPad.
It does a
I
lot
don't.
of like rendering and some WebAssembly magic.
Oh, WebAssembly. Oh boy. Mouse down event for iPad. Here. Okay, so yeah, it looks like touch start is one way to do it.
Gotcha. Let me just,
That's
I'll try switching this with the pointer events. What version of Chrome, what version is Chrome on right now?
I don't use this isn't Chrome by the way. I'm using WebKit,
Yeah,
whatever
I'm
what.
just thinking if this change is made in Chrome 55, we can use that information to approximately date the point at which this change is made for other browsers. And Chrome is
Um,
on
I'm
92 now. So that must have been a while ago.
I'm on the WebKit 605.1.15. I'm on the latest version of WebKit essentially. And WebKit. Oh wait. Actually, I can just look up the spec for it. What spec is it? Is it on pointer down?
Yeah, on pointer down. And then
Browsers.
pointer everything else, I assume.
Yeah, because like there's a spec site that has all of them. It's on Mozilla has like a thing for it.
On MDN.
Um, developer.mozilla.net. Chrome 55 and Firefox 59. WebView Android supports it. Chrome Android supports it. Firefox Android supports it.
So pretty
Opera
much
Android
everything.
supports it. Everything supports it, including like here. This is the site I use when I'm checking stuff. Here, let me send this to my phone and then send it to you. I use this site. You can just search any API. It'll tell you when it was added to what, which I think is very helpful personally.
Okay, I'm basically gonna find replace all of the mouse, like the pointer down to mouse down to pointer down, pointer move to pointer move.
Here, I'll link you this too. There you go. That's what I use. If you just look there, it'll tell you exactly when things are added, which is really helpful because everything
On
is
pointer
there.
down. Gotcha.
Everything, and also there's a test in the page, and also if you look at my phone, um, if you look on
There's
my
so many
phone
places to
to my,
look. Okay, I'm
do you
looking.
see see it knows when I'm touching, so it has the full length of touch too.
Gotcha. Okay, so I just replaced that code and I'm gonna push to the site again.
Okay. Let me clear my browser history so it deletes cache then.
And if we're lucky, then
That'd be
that'll just
really cool if
magically
this
work.
worked. That would be amazing. Let's see. Okay. Let me figure out how to delete my browser history on this fucking thing. Oh god, history clear. All time. Okay. Let me grab that link that you sent me. Law of Science.
Oh, wait. Monaco. I didn't do it yet. Hold on.
Yeah, I
Monaco
just
is like
grabbed
breaking.
it. What's the Monaco? What's it do?
Monaco is an editor, a web editor that Microsoft wrote. It's the basis for VS Code, but it's really
I love VS Code.
complicated and like kind of buggy.
I love VS Code. I use VS Code for everything. I use VS Code for MATLAB.
Interesting.
Don't ask how I got that to work. That was so much pain. Like a bunch of custom scripting and injection and straight into the like main compiler for MATLAB and all this like custom build actions and all
Hmm.
this.
Like I probably would if I didn't get into Vim so early.
What? Oh, use VS Code.
Yeah. Okay, so I just pushed that.
Okay. Do I have to wait a second or should it be there right now?
I think I should be there now.
Okay, let's see.
Like
Watch this site just.
in the past for me, this updated pretty much immediately. Are you near California?
I am on the opposite side. Normally, I'm there
Okay,
for college.
so I think, yeah, I don't know. Then I don't know.
We'll see. Law. Which one did you do it for? Which one should I test it on? Triangle Playground or?
It shouldn't matter actually. They all use a common API.
It's working.
Did you say it is or isn't?
It is.
Nice.
Here, look. I'll show you my phone. Here. Yeah, it's fully working. Like with both my finger and my pencil. Yeah, like the full drag thing. A little hard to use because the page is moving too. But like it does
Oh, I
work.
see. So there must be a way to
So,
silence or like suppress
yes.
the page scrolling.
See, look. I don't think it's loaded on the new version has not loaded on my phone yet. But I
Okay.
will show you my iPad. I will show you my iPad because it is working there. I have it working here. Done. Oh, that's probably why because I didn't clear. All right. Okay. Can you see?
Yeah, I see it.
See like how the page moves?
Yeah, I
Like,
do see that. Like it's moving,
but
but also the page
but
is
it
scrolling.
yeah, that's but hey, it's working. It's
Yeah,
improvement.
that is really cool.
Yeah. And then the other one, what was the other one? Was it law of science?
Yeah, there's a
The
law of
other
sines one
okay.
and sine cosine for like trig. So
Law
there
of
has to
science
be
is
a way to
also what
suppress
trig.
that scrolling.
Let me look that up really quick. Stop page scrolling. I've seen it done before. Mobile
Yeah.
devices. Just. Um, it is. It's something with overflow. It's a body element. I think. Oh yeah. So it's HTML comma body, and it's like this. That's apparently the code that does it.
Okay, I can't see that though. That's super.
Um. Okay. So wait. Let me see. How's that?
Overflow x colon hidden position colon relative.
So the overflow X will remove
Wait,
white space
can you
below.
just tell me what you Googled?
I googled disable scrolling in all mobile devices. Prevent body scrolling as well. Just look up prevent body scrolling. Two. Both of those should be valid. Best way to prevent here, I found another one. Best way to prevent page drag for mobile devices. There's also you can also just avoid the drag event. But I feel like that might cause your thing to break.
Actually, even the position relative might screw some stuff up. There is a chance of that.
Mm.
But let's
Um,
see.
You could also do a specific feature. You know how in CSS you could specify individual CSS features for like different rendering APIs. You could use the WebKit one and disable WebKit overflow scrolling. That would at least work for iOS devices.
Oh yeah, that would make sense too.
Um, Here I can send you the article I'm looking at too.
Okay, I don't think.
Nothing broke yet.
Yeah, nothing broke, but then again,
Then again, it's JavaScript and everything breaks.
yeah,
So
exactly.
I linked you an article as well.
In
Just on the
Discord or
website.
where?
Yes, Discord. Um, I cannot open Twitch while I'm streaming. It breaks because it thinks I'm pirating stuff.
Hmm. Moves along with the scroll on mobile and tablets can be annoying and a bit unusable. Doesn't even have a good suggestion. Any idea?
3 years later.
Content.
And then I would scroll down that JavaScript code and go to the CSS stuff because that looks like the best stuff that I've seen.
There's an add event listener thing.
And then if you scroll even further down, there's that one that's like document.addEventListener touch move, comma function
Of
e
this.
prevent default. I don't know if that will work, but
I have never. Oh, this is SCSS.
I
What's
don't know what that means. So
WebKit overflow scrolling unset? Well, like, wait. Overflow X hidden. I will want to do scrolling eventually. I think I will need this WebKit overflow scrolling sort of thing.
I'm sure it's something that you could use to test temporarily, and you could always just make it different later, like implement this properly. This seems like the quick and dirty hack way of doing it.
Yeah,
Um,
I added
later
the
on, you
I added the overflow
yeah,
X hidden, so I'm gonna try
okay.
that.
Um, later on, you could probably make it generate dynamically, or make it so that when you're trying to drag on an element, then it locks it using JS to change the CSS elements actively. You know what I mean? Like where you inject it
Yeah, I know what you
dynamically.
mean. Maybe
That's
I
probably how you
could
would have to do it.
maybe I could disable it not on the entire body,
Hmm.
but on the specific canvas element. I don't know if that'll work.
I think the body is the thing that's scrolling though, from what it looks
Okay.
like on my phone.
Okay, then maybe I
Yeah.
do.
Wait, let me see. Let me go to that.
That would make sense. Okay, I push it again with basically overflow X hidden position relative.
Let's try this one. I just deleted my cache on my phone, so maybe
I
it'll work this
I
time.
might not be able to keep it that way because
No, yeah, of course. It'll probably break other things, but
yeah, I'll eventually probably want to scroll something.
to see if this actually like temporarily works, and then to see if you can fix things. Which one did you put it under? Did you put it under all of them?
What do you mean put it under? I did
Like,
HTML body has overflow X hidden, and then body has
okay,
position
I'm just
relative.
gonna try to my iPad. I don't know why it's not working on my phone. I have to probably like restart my phone browser, so I'm just gonna try it on my iPad again because it's working on there. I don't
Gotcha.
think my phone doesn't like it. Oh wait, my phone does like it. It's just still even scrolling even more on my phone still. Interesting. Let me try my iPad. Oh boy. The drag is working on my phone though now. It's just on the phone it wants to drag even more. Okay, yeah. No, it's still scrolling. I have
Darn.
no.
Okay.
So, oh, it's your refresh thing. That's what it is. You know the refresh thing?
No,
That's
what's the
why
refresh thing?
you have when you swipe down from the top, when you pull down from the top, it refreshes the page. That's what it is. The page wouldn't scroll if that
Oh,
was there. That's why if you look, that's what's scrolling. That's what's moving because that's why it's activating the scroll bar. That's why.
I
That makes
see.
sense. You have a drag down event.
Oh, I do?
Like the drag down event of the refresh. I'm
Oh,
pretty sure, or is that not your code?
no, that's not my code. I think phones just do that, or maybe your iPhone does that.
Really? I don't think so because if I go to any other page, like here. Oh wait, yeah, that is my iPad. Oh, I have no idea then. Oh, I have no clue. Oh, this is really weird. This is so bizarre.
Did you have you never refreshed like that before? I don't know if my phone does that.
No, I have not. You should try it on your phone now, though. See if it'll work.
I mean, I can't even load it on my phone, unfortunately.
What phone do you have?
I have a
Android?
Pixel 5.
That you should be able to. That thing has a nice Snapdragon in it. Really?
Okay, so refreshing does work. That is how refreshing works on this too.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try it again.
Your Pixel should definitely be able to do that because your Pixel's only probably 15 to 20% less powerful than mine.
I'll try the sine cosine one. But I've never gotten this to work before. Maybe I'll get
You
lucky
got
this
this.
time.
You got this.
But it's on loading.
I just got. I just. I got two of my devices to do it. Try it should go to a black screen eventually. Is it still
Still
loading?
loading.
Interesting. I
Still
wonder if
loading.
I wonder if the WebAssembly is not as supported on the Android thing.
I guess
Oh,
that's
you know what
possible.
you
Oh, it did go to a black screen.
Oh, there you go. Okay, now click to go to the
Oh,
next
hey,
event.
it's...
Is it you have to click a few times or something. I didn't
Yeah,
see anything before.
when I click, it pretends or when I tap, I guess, it pretends I clicked. That's
Yeah.
super cool.
And then now do you see like the sign thing?
What do you mean by the sign thing?
Like do you see your project?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do see that.
So you should be able to drag it now. Like, easily.
Um, nope, dragging doesn't work.
Does dragging not work for you? It's very finicky, is what I've noticed. Like, very, very finicky. Try the other seem
I
to
think
click
it
more.
works if I do it really slow, maybe?
Try the law of science one. Or not law of science, the, was it, uh, was it law of science? I think it was law of science. Oh, no, yeah. Sine and cosine. Try sine and cosine, because that one had a click event. For
The,
some
oh,
reason, that had a click.
the
Yeah,
sine,
sine cosine one.
the sine cosine one's the one I just did.
Yeah, that one has a click event. So even if it's not the drag isn't working, the click there should work.
Yeah, and it did. It did.
Oh, see, I told you it'd work on your mobile device.
I should
This bike is
try.
gonna get really hot.
Yeah, it is getting really hot.
It's working hard. It's trying its best.
It is way too slow, though. I don't know. I guess a tablet would make sort of more sense.
It's working fine on my phone, personally.
For law of science, I did get the black screen, but then it froze.
Still, could could you try making I don't know how hard this
Oh,
would be, but could you try making it a for loop so that it constantly is just rendering it to see if how smooth it would be on a phone? So it doesn't have the touch events, but just to see how
oh, to just
fast
make
it
it
would be
do something
render-wise.
continuously.
Yes, I wonder because it'd be funny to stress test it a little bit.
That would be interesting.
I wonder how you want to see how you make a black hole, make a phone render electro OpenGL.
The scrolling, when I drag on my phone, it like
Mhm.
drags to reveal the address bar.
Yeah, it does that a little bit for me too. It's very finicky. Try zooming in very far on it and then try doing it. That's what I had to do on my phone.
Then it scrolls or like it pans.
I know it's definitely not meant to do it, but it
Yeah.
can do it. I
I
will
didn't even
tell
think
you,
this worked on mobile, so this is news to me.
modern phones have, I believe, the entire HTML API. Because at least for iPhones, it's a full WebKit API. And I thought the Chrome on Android was the full Blink as well. I'm pretty sure it's the full Blink JavaScript engine now, too. So it should have support for everything.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
it would probably take a little tweaking, but you could probably make it mobile supported without too much hassle. Because it's not like you'd have to worry about the individual features. You would just have to make like the UI interaction elements work
Yeah,
with mobile.
those will have
But
to make
like you would
sense.
have to change all the math rendering stuff from an LN or something, because that seems to work fine.
The the best thing would be if I probably just got an iPad eventually so that
Yeah.
I'd be able to test it. But
You could always use like something like a mobile emulator on your computer, so then you don't have to deal with your phone getting super hot, like BlueStacks or something, because
yeah, that's
that would work.
true.
And then I'm always down to test stuff for you, like if you
That
need it.
is in
But
fact true.
now it's going to be slow on BlueStacks because obviously it's emulation, but it'd probably be better than using your phone to test all of it until you at least got it to stop scrolling. I feel like once you got it to stop scrolling, it'd be a lot easier to use on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Like especially a lot easier to test. But at least you have responsive web design already.
Yeah, that happened mostly it just fell in my lap just from using the UI framework I'm using.
Yeah, so it doesn't look atrocious on mobile, which is a good start. So
Oh, I should try the dragging one on mobile.
I thought you just did.
Oh no, I did the sine cosine one and then the law of science one.
Okay. Oh, like that square one?
Wait, what's square one?
Or was it a circle that you dragged around the screen? That one.
Yeah, it was that one.
That one I've not tried yet.
I'm sure it won't work.
Send it to me and I'll try it on my iPad.
Okay, I sent that one.
Let's see. Oh, my phone hates it. It's hot as. Oh
I-
boy, it's hot. What did you do to this one?
It
Holy cow.
barely works. I think only
Oh,
the mouse down event. No, it works for
no,
like
it's
one
fully drag. It's fully
frame.
dragging. It's fully dragging it for a decent amount until my phone starts scrolling. If I move it slowly, I can keep it going. And if I don't try and move it down, when I try and move it down, my scroll thing happens. But side to side, I can move it really fast.
Interesting.
Here,
I can like if I go hyper slow, even then it
here,
quits after like a second.
here. Look, I guess my phone's just better. Okay. Do you see on my screen where is it? Look at my screen.
Wait, maybe I have to click like watch stream or something. Okay, yeah, I see it. I think you can scroll like sideways really
Yeah.
well.
It's only when it like starts when I do vertical that it messes up. Wait, I wonder,
Interesting.
can I just disable the scroll? Um, there's, I thought there was a way to, um, I
I'm
thought,
just glad
um,
this worked.
that's an interest. Wow, that's very interesting when I turn my phone sideways. Huh.
Oh yeah.
You might have a bug to fix.
Oh
Um,
yeah. I mean, I knew it doesn't handle that resizing. It needs to like update the aspect ratio and stuff. I just
I'll
didn't
just
bother to do that.
right here, and then show, and then website settings. Go. Okay. I just told it to use desktop site, so maybe it'll stop scrolling. No, it's still scrolling, but
It works sideways though.
it
Okay.
do- it does, yeah. You just have to like reload the page. Wait,
All right. Well,
yeah, of
thanks for helping me test,
course.
and that was really helpful.
This was fun. Hey
Yeah.
man, so now are you gonna make Manim web mobile compatible now?
I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm gonna try to do it now. There's a lot of things to do, like a lot of small things. I think
Manim
that
web. You should call it Manim mobile. There we go. I've already got you a new name. It sounds so much better. Manim mobile. Think about it. MM. There we go. New logo.
but it works
Adds a few
on
M.
web that's not mobile too.
Okay, but that's insignificant compared to mobile.
Possibly. Maybe.
Yes. The fact that it's working faster on my mobile device than it would like a slow PC like a two core is amazing.
Okay, but I don't that's like the strongest mobile device on the planet possibly. So, let's
Okay, your Google Pixel 5 is not that bad either.
yeah, that's true. But like that's also one of the
It's
fastest on the planet.
okay, hear me out, but yes, but it doesn't even have a fan in it.
Yeah, that's true.
Granted, my M1 Mac does not have a fan in it either, and that's probably 4x the performances, but that's
I
neither here.
I've tried this site on my M1 Mac. I have one as well, and it was super fast. Like I think faster than my desktop for some reason. It was like
Um,
way faster than I expected.
because WebKit was fully compiled for the M1. Like the entire Safari engine is fully native for M1 now, and including the Metal Graphics engine that the
Hmm.
OpenGL is compiling to. So it has direct. You know how you were complaining about like the hardware acceleration of CUDA being NVIDIA only?
Hmm.
Apple automatically transforms OpenGL into Metal, which is hardware accelerated
I
automatically.
see.
So it
Damn.
automatically is taking performance of the GPU, which in OpenGL type tasks is very helpful. And I'm assuming you'd agree too.
Yeah, I see.
So
That's pretty
that's where
impressive.
that's where the huge advantage comes from. Because if you don't build it in, it's going to be an RTX 3090 if it doesn't have acceleration built
Gotcha.
in. And I don't believe WebGL has support for GPU stuff.
GPU computation, probably not. Or it's
It
probably
is,
really
so it's probably
finicky.
very, very latency bound. At least I would think. But
I see. The next
yes,
major like UI like convenience thing will probably be to add GIFs to this menu page. Like if you go to just oilertoy.com with nothing, it'll bring you to this
let me
menu
see.
page. And
Here, I'll pull up
currently
my
there's no preview of what any of the things are.
yeah.
And I want to add like probably little WebMs or something so you can see an example of it.
Yeah, I just see a massive loading screen and a login with GitHub.
Nice. Oh, it's actually not even with GitHub. It's with
Uh
Google.
oh yeah, I would not do that.
You wouldn't log in
I
with
don't use
Google?
Google. I do not use Google. I don't have a Google
Interesting.
account. Yeah. Does it have a normal login or does it just have login with Google?
It only has login with Google. I didn't want to like
Oh,
manage passwords or anything.
okay, then just literally add any other thing as well.
Okay. Why do you hate Google so much?
Just go read their privacy policy go read any line of their privacy policy.
Mm-hmm.
Just any random line and you'll understand why. Literally any line.
Okay.
Like I like my privacy a little bit.
Yeah, I
And
think
remember, Google you are Google's product. Like that you literally are. You're how they make money. They sell
yeah.
you. Did you know you're worth $27.92 to Google? That is how much money you're worth
Per
to them
what?
per human.
But like over what rate? Like till the
No,
end of
your
time or per
information.
month or per
No,
year?
like your personal information. That's how much it's worth to Google.
Oh, okay.
Like just the personal information itself.
Interesting.
Wait, Dragon's working a lot better on my iPad now. I don't know what happened, but the scrolling's not as bad now.
Okay. Yeah, you can add GitHub sign in and it's not so bad. I assume you're okay with Apple.
Yeah, because Apple has a way better privacy policy, and Apple's sign-in thing has something called built-in for hiding your email. So I can give you one of my it's an Apple-generated email that forwards to your main email. That's like
Mm-hmm.
it's like temp mail, but like it's a permanent email address that's assigned to you, but it's like
Gotcha.
completely random and it forwards to your actual email,
Okay.
which is really helpful because when I made the Google account I used that feature to do it. So then Google doesn't have my other emails and they don't know who I am.
How dare you?
How dare I what?
Do that. I work at Google, so
Do you actually?
yeah.
That's neat. What do you do for Google?
Um, I do transport security. So essentially ensuring security of data that's transferred from workload to workload.
I've been doing some. Oh, you'll probably see some of my bug banning reports then soon.
Yeah,
There's
possibly.
there's a few TLS decryption flaws in a few of your back layer security
Rip.
engines. Yeah, uh, yeah. So I'm working on collecting those, and I'll send them your way. I'll
Thanks.
put them. I'll put a big stamp on them that says Fort Oiler Tour. Maybe
Thanks.
they'll go to. You're welcome. Just for you. So then that means you live near Silicon Valley then,
Uh, not
or in that
necessarily. Google
in that
is
in that
all over the
area.
world.
Yes. Well, you said, do you live near California?
Mm-hmm.
I live in California mainly. I know where main Google is, you know, and you're probably closer to there if you're asking me, do I live near California? Or maybe that's just where your Firebase is based. I don't know. It's just a guess.
But yeah, I did put my Firebase pretty much just close to me so that I can test it.
Yeah, exactly. My point. So that's why you use Google products, and that's why you. How many people at your work use iPhones? That's my question.
A lot actually.
Really? It's not frowned upon?
Um, I
You
don't
don't have
think
Larry
so.
yelling
It's like kind of
Larry
common
yelling.
for people to use iPhones and Macs. Chromebooks just don't
Actually,
have as much functionality. Like you can't
no, no,
really.
no. Chromebooks are just useless. I'm sorry to say it. They are useless. Like,
Okay. They are really good basically if you're a student because they don't cost very much
okay,
and they do like
yes,
everything everything that's just strictly online.
but think about it, right? Any engineering major cannot use one. Just not gonna happen.
Any
I'm sorry.
engineer?
Like an engineering major,
Yeah, yeah,
you
that's
can't do
true.
it.
That's true.
Because like MATLAB, SolidWorks, whatever, right? The thing is think about it. An M1 Mac, on the other hand, is actually way cheaper than a normal Mac because no Intel,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like $200 to $300 cheaper. As you know, it has better battery life than a Chromebook, and it's way faster than a Chromebook, which I think you would also probably agree with.
That's true. The
800.
only winning point is the price. 'Cause it's
Um,
way cheaper.
Even then, it's not as bad as you think it is. How much does a Chromebook cost? Like a decent one? Because you can't get
Um,
the one with 512 megabytes of RAM. I'm sorry.
I think the
So,
middle of the road ones are like 300.
okay. So if you got an M1 Mac, okay, on the university discount, which is right at the start of the school year, you get 20% off. You get a free pair of AirPods. So you get $170 worth of AirPods, no tax, 20% off. It's $800 for the base MacBook Air with M1. So it's like what, like $150 off. You can resell the AirPods if you want for 170. Then it's only like $500,
Wait, why
and
is
you're
it
getting something.
$500? I saw that I heard that 800 with a student discount.
No, 800, and then you have a 20% student discount after that.
Wait, and what Max are 1,099?
Are they? I thought they were base of 100 or 800.
Let's
Or am I
see.
just reading something wrong? I might be reading something wrong. Then yes, it'd be 800 too, whatever. I think it's actually 1,000. Wait, let me see.
But that maybe I was
Max
thinking plus
Air.
tax or something.
There's no tax for the university thing. Okay,
Gotcha.
so buy $900 for the education store. It's
Okay.
$900 for the base. For the base of MacBook Air, right? With that's 256 gigs with like the 7 core GPU, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, no tax, and then you get 20% off of that 900 when it's the university discount for that few months, and the free pair of AirPods. The AirPods you can resell for probably like 140, 150. Or you can just keep them if you want. So if you really think about it, the price does go down to like 700, 750, whatever the case may be,
Yeah,
and you're
something like
getting
that.
something that is like 4 to 5 times better, like speed wise than a Chromebook, if not more, and is a lot more versatile. And it's also higher build quality, and it's
Well,
going to
one thing
last
to
you a
keep
lot
in
longer than
mind,
a Chromebook.
you will be, after that, you'll have to be bought into the ecosystem to use the rest of the stuff compatible with it.
No, you don't. What? I use it with my Windows and Linux setup all the time.
Can you unlock it with your, well, you have an your phone is Apple.
Well, I have Apple devices, yes, but the thing is normal. Do normal computers have that? Does your Windows computer have those features to unlock it with your Apple Watch?
Well, a Chromebook will do
I
it
don't know.
with your Android.
Does it really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust that. That sounds like a very bad security issue.
But it doesn't sound like a security issue on for Apple?
Apple has a they have the M1 chip has a secure enclave chip on it. So does the Apple Watch. So they establish secure keys with each other, like automatically, and it's completely hardware enforced. All of it.
Well,
So it's actually
do you think the only
completely
way to make it secure is with a secure enclave?
um I think the only way but it guaranteed doesn't get intercepted is with something like a Secure Enclave or some type of chip like that. Yes. Like Intel chips have the TPM now, right?
Mm-hmm.
The TPM is a similar idea. It's not as secure as a Secure Enclave. The Secure Enclave is the best security chip I've ever seen in my life when I've attacking live that I've worked on personally.
I
I've broken
see.
Intel's TPM 2.0. I have not found a way to break the Enclave yet.
Okay.
It also has a bunch of hardware protections too, and since it's built in straight into the thing, it's pretty helpful. And how it synchronizes, it's like the protocol itself is like AES like 5,000 or something like that. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
not even with a quantum computer can you break that very quickly. So I have some reason to trust it.
Wait, why can a quantum computer not break it?
Um, because it's just that level of bit length. Like it's so high even a quantum computer would take a while to do it. I didn't say it couldn't break it. I just said it would take that
I don't
much
know
while.
if I don't know if that works out mathematically. Shouldn't if I,
2 to the 512 is a standard size quantum computer. Okay. Um, and try 2 to the like the 52,000 power.
so say that again, 2 to the what is a standard size quantum computer?
512 qubits.
Is the size.
Yes.
So with a larger one you could do it.
Um,
Is that what you
what?
mean?
So what I mean is it could still do it, but it would take a few months.
Okay.
Because so you know how standard AES is 256 bits, right?
No, I mean, I'll take your word for it.
Okay, so that's only 2 to the 256 bit lengthwise, which is if you look at that into a 2 to 512, because remember, quantum computers are bit length operation or something. I don't know the exact word, but they can do that many operations of to the qubits. So it's 2 to the power of whatever. That's how many operations per cycle they can do. So every other qubit, that's adding a whole nother power. So 2 to
Mm-hmm.
the 512, that's how many operations they can do per cycle. I don't know how many cycles they can do per second or whatever, but they can.
Okay.
It's really fast. So 2 to the 256, that means they can crack that in literally less than a cycle of a cycle.
Gotcha. I
But
mean, the way
if
that
you
quantum
divide,
I mean, go
go
on,
ahead.
go ahead. So I think the way
No, you
that
go ahead.
quantum computers work isn't by like doing operations more quickly. It's like a different model of computation that they use that happens to that factoring is susceptible to. So,
Yes.
so when you say like it does this number of computations like per cycle, that gives me pause. I feel like that's like missing some level of
Um,
precision.
I believe I am saying it accurately. I will have to check with you on it, but all I can tell you is the complexity difference between the one that's standard and used is something that's causing Wolfram Alpha to not even be able to compute it.
Gotcha.
It's 10 to the power to the 10 to the power of 10 times more complex is the encryption level Apple's using.
Okay. Okay.
So it's a little bit of a difference. At least I might be understanding something wrong, but I do know that there's been research done that has said that it is significantly harder for it to be cracked by um, even a quantum computer. I will research this further though and let you know what I see on it.
Okay. Cool.
So I think this is interesting. Yeah. It seems like you want to go to bed.
No, it's not that late here. It's really late for you, actually, if the time
I'm a
from your phone.
I'm a college student, so
So you
yeah,
stay up really late.
I ain't going to sleep. How do you know what time it is on my phone? I'm
Well,
not
you're
sharing my
streaming
screen
your
right now.
phone.
Am I still?
No, you
Let me see it
were,
again.
and I saw it
Oh,
before.
oh, fair enough. Let me see. Quantum factorization is what it's called. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't even want to plug these numbers into this. Okay. I don't know how to calculate things with like O1. Like I don't know how to do this type of calculation.
Quantum gates. To factor an integer in, Shor's algorithm runs in polynomial time. The time taken is polynomial in log n, the size of the integer given as input.
Yeah. I wouldn't know how to plug that in to tell you the number, if that makes sense. I could give you the bit length if you know how to do that calculation, but I personally do not know how to do it.
Well, if it runs in time polynomial in the bit length, I feel like it wouldn't matter if you had a really long bit length, like double or 4 times. I feel like that wouldn't matter much. Maybe there's like a practical difference that makes it take longer or something like that.
How long is polynomial bit length? How bad is that or faster?
Polynomial is like super fucking fast. That's like,
Okay.
well, the only time polynomial isn't fast is if you're doing like graphics. When you have to do like something every frame or something like that. But for like just
Where is it on the like scale of how fast things are? Like O of n versus stuff like that. Like what is polynomial time?
well, polynomial is a lot of different runtime. So like in squared, in cubed, into the fourth, these are all polynomial.
Okay. Huh. So, but isn't n squared considered slow for like sorting algorithms and stuff like that?
Well, yeah, if you're doing like an interview, then it's slow. But if you're trying to like break $1 million safe, then it's not slow.
I see. So it is slow, but it's like slow, but relatively it's not slow.
Yeah.
So it would be n to the bit length, correct?
So this particular one, for a number in, the number of bits is log n, and the
Okay.
runtime is order of log n squared, log log n, log 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 n. So log
Okay.
log n is basically nothing. Log 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 n is exactly nothing. So basically log n squared.
So it would be the log of like 2 to the 32 squared,
Yeah.
which I don't know how long that is.
The log of 2 to the 32 should be 32 squared.
It's 2 to the 32 to the 2.
Wait, what is 2 to the 32 to the 2?
So the bit length is 2 to the 32.
Oh, the bit length is 2 to the 32 for this Apple thing.
Yes.
That's a lot of fucking bits. Like, so I guess it's doing longer than a machine word, that sort of thing.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
I found an article on like this.
Wait, that's in the order of megabytes.
You're correct.
For a key or for what?
For the like setting up of the encryption. So like the initial seed key that they use to like base the rest off.
Interesting.
That's how I see.
Okay. I mean, if you have megabytes worth of a key, then maybe this.
I don't think every key is a megabyte. I think just how they seed the key.
This is like half a gigabyte. If I'm reading this right.
I don't know, man. This is what I'm hearing. Like this is what I'm reading off. Like my friend's a security engineer at Apple. That's what I've been told.
Oh, mine is too, actually.
Yeah. I also have a lot of friends who are directors at CrowdStrike. If you ever heard of them, you might have gotten a few bug bounties from CrowdStrike.
I haven't heard of CrowdStrike.
They're a major cybersecurity firm.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Like 5,000 plus people.
That's pretty cool. I wish I could have gone into like the red teaming type stuff.
You could.
Yeah, I
You ain't
could.
that old. You got time.
That stuff is like so hard to learn for no good reason. There's just not good resources on it. I guess it's mostly just learning by doing.
Oh, this is like some really painful math to figure this out to break. Ugh.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at like the actual quantum factoring algorithm.
Shor's algorithm?
Uh,
That's what it's called.
I'm looking at this one. It doesn't have a name.
Okay.
I don't know what it is called, but
It'd be cool. I should make a Manim video on this. That'd be sick.
what the O of log of m squared log m log m log m that
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, that
That's the
one.
most efficient known algorithm runtime.
Yeah, it's
Um,
true.
it says it's normally log m of 3, log m cubed.
Okay. What do you mean by
But
normally though?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
normal?
don't
Do you mean classically? Wait, that can't be
uh
right.
I don't know how to read I haven't learned this stuff yet, like the reading of speed stuff, like for code. Let us consider what the total running time of this algorithm is. We naturally choose n equals 2m squared as so the running times in terms of m using native implementation of multiplication. This runs into O of log m cubed.
Oh, of log m cubed. Okay. So that's also pretty efficient.
The most efficient algorithm known runs in time of O of whatever that massive mess is.
Okay, gotcha. So that's weird. It makes you wonder, like, why wouldn't you always use the most efficient one? You know what I mean? Like, why would you ever not?
I think this O of log m3 would be the one for classical computing, not quantum computing.
Can you link me what you're looking at on Discord or something?
Yeah, I can, because you'll actually probably understand this slightly better than I will.
Possibly. Hopefully.
It's a lot of like it's a you know how like they overcomplicate talks, like overcomplicate a lot of tech talks for no reason.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, share book, share PDF, copy. Enjoy this sketchy PDF I found. Let me see if it'll let me send it on Discord. Okay, and share book, Discord, post. There you go. This is
Uh,
a lecture thingy.
Dieter van Milkebeek.
2010. So I don't know what you'll make of this, but I was looking at section 1.3, quantum algorithm. But this is an
Quantum.
RSA. This is not AES. So it might be different RSA versus AES. I don't know.
We can now describe we can now describe our order finding algorithm. Well, jumping into the middle of this, there's probably some context that I missed early on, but let's see.
Oh, I can give you a number, a numerical day of how long it takes to factor things if you'd like.
Well,
I
let
have like
me.
an actual time. I have a real world timestamp.
Okay, what's the
Okay.
time?
So to factor 248-bit RSA integers,
Mm-hmm.
it took 177 days with 13,436 qubits and multi-mode memory, whatever that means.
How many days?
177 days.
Okay, interesting. That's pretty
Or
long.
it's better than the time of the universe with all
Yeah,
the
yeah,
processing
yeah, for
power
sure.
according to what is the law? Oh, don't even remember. The what is that one law called? The information's doubling every like 2 years or whatever. That one.
I know what you're talking about,
Okay.
but
Yeah,
I forgot the name of it too.
it would take time of heat death till the universe and then some, and of all the computers of all of history, if that algorithm started like the computing age started at the start of the universe, and kept going infinitely
Mm-hmm.
before it was solved. Like so, it's a slight improvement. Orders of magnitudes of magnitudes of magnitudes. I think maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard
That's
like just like crazily large numbers before as well.
oh here I found another thing. How long does it take a quantum computer to break 496-bit encryption.
Okay, so I guess
Quantum
the technique they go over in this paper is log of m cubed, but they're not going over Shor's algorithm.
Yes, Shor's algorithm. I'm trying to find something on it.
I should try to teach this in Manim.
Some researchers have estimated that there's a 50% chance of having a quantum computer which can use Shor's algorithm to break RSA 2048 by 2031. Current quantum computers are not able to maintain coherence for more than 10 minutes on even the smallest quantum computers. So it is not a matter of runtime, but rather researching and developing future hardware. It is likely that RSA will RSA will not be used by time quantum computing because will not be used by the time quantum computing becomes powerful and reliable enough to break encryption. The National Institute of Standards and Technology is currently researching many quantum-resistant forms of encryption, including lattice-based and multivariable polynomial cryptography.
Yeah, I learned one of my mentors was one of the researchers who's leading lattice-based cryptography, and I couldn't understand any of it. Unfortunately, I wish I could.
Well, let me look it up really quick because I like crypto. Remember, there's also going to be quantum-based crypto eventually, because quantum-based crypto, actually, there's a really cool video on quantum-based crypto. That was like really easy to follow. Let me see if I can find that quantum-based cryptography. No, not cryptocurrency. Oh God, just imagine Bitcoin with a quantum computer. If that was a thing, that'd be funny. Just imagine if you had a quantum computer, you'd be rich.
Does Bitcoin rely on factoring? I guess I don't.
Hashing.
Okay. Okay, so it might not matter. Like quantum
There you
computers
go.
don't go like exponentially faster.
And then here's a thing on the lattice-based encryption you were talking about. 6-minute video.
Oh, I think it was exactly this
IBM has made a multi-billion-dollar investment
that
in computing,
Vinod was
recognizing it
talking
as a
about.
next-generation technology.
Here's the very interesting video, though. This one's by PBS Spacetime. This video, I think you would probably be nice to watch. That one's not terrible.
Your extensive posting history on Birds with Arms and your old fanfiction heavy live journal to thwart the hacking powers, factorization that can be
Okay.
Computers are weird. That's all I know.
That structure is a
I have to go back and try to learn them again.
This is another one. There's a few.
You have a lot of
yeah,
these.
I also have a bunch of videos on quantum mechanics if you wanted those too.
Oh no, I don't have time to learn those right now. I do eventually want to do have like a online Manim thing on quantum computing. That would be super cool.
Do you have a degree in programming of some sort?
I do actually. I have a
I'm a...
double degree in math and computer science.
Okay.
A double major.
I'm currently thinking about majoring in CS and doing a minor in cybersecurity. Cybersecurity and mathematics.
Nice.
Because I don't really want to take real analysis. I ain't about those epsilon and deltas.
I never had to take real analysis.
You do for a master's degree here.
Oh, are you doing a master's?
I'm going for my doctorates in CS.
Interesting. Okay. Cool, cool.
But yeah, if you wanted to, I would want to get a master's in mathematics if I was going for like a math full degree. Because I'd want to take some 4,000 and 5,000 level maths, but you need a maths degree to get it, which is pain. But like I'm with my math minor, I'm already gonna take all the way up to DiffEQ. So like I've already taken Calc 3, Calc 4, and what's it called? Vector Calc.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna take I have to take 3 more classes: combinatorics, linear, discrete, and then I'm gonna be taking DiffEQs as well, and cryptography 1 and 2 are considered 4000 series math classes. So those would be my 2 math electives from math minor, which are like just super advanced stuff into crypto and like breaking it and using it and stuff like that. That's my
Cool.
plan at least. Yeah.
I enjoyed
'Cause
learning cryptography. That stuff, I mean, I was learning it from some of the people pushing the field forward, but that was so hard. I wish I had more
it
time
is.
to focus on it.
The thing is, for me, is it makes even more sense because my university helped make a lot of encryption standards for the federal government, specifically in
Gotcha.
AES realm. So there's the crypto professor is like really good here. And then also, the thing is it counts for both my math degree and my CS minor, or my cybersecurity minor, because
Nice.
cryptography falls under that. So it's actually gonna double count for me, and it actually I think counts as a computer science elective as well too. So I think it counts for all 3 of them, these 2
Okay.
classes. So it's
Cool.
kind of like getting all of it, which is really nice.
Okay, I'm gonna actually close down my stream now. I've been going super
Okay.
long, probably longer than I needed to.